Today is the day of salvation. Today you can be saved. Today you can be freed from the sin that you are a slave to. I once was a slave to sin. Jesus says all who sin are slaves to sin. All who sin are held captive by that sin, has them in bondage. But He can free you from that. He can free you from the sin that you think that you have to do, or from the things that you think that your body is dependent on, from the things that you think that you can't live without. He can free you from the love of money. He can free you from chasing after things that are ultimately perishing, things that are ultimately going to be destroyed in the end. He can free you from the desires of the world. You can be freed today. We know that chasing after the desires of the world ultimately doesn't fulfill. It doesn't satisfy. You can have the newest car, and then the next year they're going to come out with a better car, and you're going to want that one. You can have the best house, and in 10 years the design is going to change, and you're going to want that house, and so on and so forth. It'll never satisfy you. It'll never be good enough. The things of this world will never satisfy, because Jesus Christ is the only thing that satisfies. Everything else will leave you wanting more and more and more. The things of this world do not satisfy. They will never satisfy you the way that His Holy Spirit can. The way that His Holy Spirit is meant to satisfy you. You were created for a purpose. You weren't created to just chase after money, or to just chase after an education, or to just chase after whatever it is that you've put in God's spot. You weren't meant to just obtain all the money in the world. You weren't meant to just obtain the best possible education. You weren't meant to just obtain the best house and the best car. You were built for better things. You were built for greater things. These things will never satisfy you. The love of the world will never satisfy you. The things of the world will never satisfy you. For God so loved the world, He gave His one and only begotten Son, so that whosoever would believe in Him will not perish, but have everlasting life. You can have